Hello there, gentlemen and ladies, or ladies and gentlemen, however we want to say that. I just wanted to spice it up a little bit. And welcome back to another short video. I think it's going to be one of the most powerful videos I've ever done in the area of finance. And if you guys are looking for extra funding for your businesses, for your corporations, you're going to take a pen and a piece of paper and write down what I'm going to say. This could be life-changing for you. Again, I want to say greetings to all of you who watch me on social media, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to Twitter. Take a moment. If you see me on YouTube, look down, subscribe on the red button on the right side of that button. You're going to see a little, what do you call that? Little bell there. Click on that little bell so you can get notifications from me when I put out new content, because I have a lot of content coming really, really soon. But I want your attention for something. Okay, this is very, very, very important. All right. What am I going to be talking about today? I'm going to be talking about getting your businesses funded and financed. Okay. Let me say that again, getting your businesses funded and financed. This is going to be a short video, maybe 8-10 minutes long, but you're going to want to listen to what I got to say. Let me get right into this, all right? There's 3 different programs that my company has because of the connections that we have with some people that work with the SBA, that you will be able to get some type of funding. I'm pretty sure one of these 3 programs is going to fit your criteria, and you're going to want to listen to me. And if nothing here fits the criteria, then there's some things we can do to help you get there. But take a minute. Write this down, all right? Okay, now, you all know, since what's going on with the pandemic and, a loss of jobs and businesses, that are being tanked, there's a lot of money that's been given out by the government and through other programs, all right, that are connected to the SBA. And I'm here to tell you there's more money out there than you can imagine. 3 programs in particular I'm going to cover right now, okay? Let's get into it. Number 1, the EIDL program. You get up to $150,000. Now, stick a pin right there. Some of you have already gotten this money. And if that's you, then this first program will not work for you simply because you already have it. Unless you have another company or corporation that you have not submitted over for the EIDL loan. That's the disaster loan that, that everybody all over the country is getting access to. So if you have a different corporation that you have not filed with them yet, you can join this program. The only thing that's different, that's better about our program than most of the other ones, is a couple different things. With this program, you need only a 600 Experian FICO. Let me say that again. You only need a 600 Experian FICO. And that goes for the other 2 programs as well. You have to have a 600 Experian FICO. If you're not there quite yet, if you're in the 590s or 580s, still contact us. We'll have somebody that can probably help you get that score where you need to be to help you join this program. The only issue is, the SBA may change some rules and regulations by September 30th. Today is September the 17th, so we only have about 2 weeks. Again, 600 Experian. Doesn't matter what you have on Equifax and TransUnion. Number 2, you have to have a business bank account. So whatever corporation you're going to use, you have to have a business bank account for it, because they're going to ask you for a voided check, or they're going to also either or ask you for your login and password information to your business bank account so they can see that it's real, that it exists, with your actual checking account number and all that stuff. Because again, the funds get wired into that account. Number 2, you need a copy of your EIN number. You need a copy of your EIN number, okay? Number 3, let me back up. The EIN number, basically, whenever you go online to get it, some of you go online and you don't purchase it, it's free. But you go online, when you get it, they let you download a copy of it. They send it to your email. You're going to download that, and you're going to have to send that in. If you don't have that, you need to have something with with your business license on it, with the EIN number on it, or some kind of, if you've done business in some form or manner, you bought something and it shows your EIN number, they're going to need a copy of that if you don't have a copy of it. But those are the rules. Number 3, you need a copy of your ID, okay, passport, driver license, etc. Okay. Number 4, they're going to need a copy of your social security number. All right. So, if you don't have a copy of that, I would urge you to go and try to figure out a way to get one, because they're going to want to see that. If you don't have that, they will take a copy from your check stub or something that you've done, a job you've done that shows your social on it. They're going to need that. All right. The best thing about the program, I'm going to tell you what the best thing about this that separates us from the other ones is you don't have to show income. Okay. You just, on the application, you're not going to show any financials. You don't have to show a Schedule C or tax returns. This is what sets us apart from the other ones, okay? So basically, this is very limited documentation funding. Again, no financials, all right? I think that's really, really good. On the application, you're just going to put you want up to 150,000. That's what you're going to put on the application. Let's just recap. Business voided check, so which means you have to have a business bank account with that corporation. EIN number, copy of your ID, state ID or government ID, passport, driver license, etc. Social security number. That's what we're going to need. And I want you to get this. You need a permanent address. Okay, so make sure that the address you use and the phone number you use, you've not used those two to file for EIDL loans on other applications as well. So what you want to do is, if you want, just contact us. I'll send you to a certain website where you can go and get a permanent address no matter what state you're in. It's a business address. You can pay like $10 a month for it, and it will be totally different than the other addresses that you've used or your home address. The application is going to ask you for your home address when it asks for your personal information. But anything to do with the business, it's going to be a separate address. Make sure you write that down. And again, there's certain websites you can go to and get these addresses. They're real addresses where they'll funnel mail to you. You have to go pick it up in your local city or wherever you are. And that's what you want to use when you fill out these applications when it comes to your business, get the business funding. Any other address that traces back to your EIDL loan or your other loans, it's going to give you a denial. So you don't want to do that. All right. So we're done with that. Number 2, this program is on pause right now, but it's an awesome, awesome program. I can't wait for it to open up again. I'm talking about the Shelf Corp funding program. What do I mean by that? We have a system where we actually go out, we get the Shelf Corps for you, we build them out, we put the business credit on them, and we take you to funding within 2 weeks. The whole process, from A to Z is only like 2 weeks long, 3 weeks long. Because when you buy when we get that corporation, we buy it for you. We buy them, and we have insiders that actually build them out, and we have someone that we know at the SBA. We have a whole conglomerate at the SBA that we work with. They build these out and get them qualified. Again, no financials. But that particular program, the Shelf Corp funding program, is on pause right now. So we're not able to do those. And basically, we do all that for you. And you only pay a 12% back-end fee from start to finish. We send you the application. You agree to allow us to get the corporation for you. And again, the same rules apply when it comes to the address. You need to make sure you have a brand new address to add to that corporation. Some of these corporations, most of them are going to come with an EIN number. Some of them will not. If they don't, then you need to call the IRS or go online and get an EIN number because you can't get funded without it. All right? And again, you only pay on the back end. It's 12 points. Now, program number 1, same thing. Back end fee of 12%. All right? So again, number 2 is on pause, which is the Shelf Corp funding program. Third and final, and I'll be done, is called Limited Documentation Funding Program. When you sign up to be a DBA, I got something on my screen there. I apologize. You probably can't see it, but I could. Let me say that again. It's the DBA funding program, or doing business as program with limited documentation. What do I mean by that? Well, if you understand how funding works, there's a law that allows you once in your lifetime, you can only do it once, where you can get funding through your social security number doing business as. So, or a DBA. So if you don't have a corporation, that's fine. You don't have to have one, but you have to go to your local state, go online to Secretary of State and sign up and pay for a DBA. So you'll say, if it's, let's say it's me, for instance, I'm in Georgia. I can go and say Jimmie Williams doing business as Williams and Associates. Okay, Williams and Associates may cost me $50. If you're in Wyoming, it might be different. New York, different. It can't be no more between $50 to $100, $150, somewhere in there for DBA. Sometimes it's much less. When you get that, we can get you funded anywhere from 30 to 50K. So what am I saying to you? Anyone that's on this webinar, on this conference call, or on this watch party, wherever you see this, you can get funding if you try this method. Again, you have to go online, go to your local state, Secretary of State, and apply for a doing business as, or a DBA. Some of you already understand that terminology, some of you don't. When you get that, you need to go ahead and get another address. Like I said in the previous 2, if you want, I'll even leave a link where you can go and do that. I think I'm going to do that. So you can click on that link. If you're in the state of Mississippi, you can go there and, you can get an address in the state of Mississippi for $10 per month. Okay. And I think it's $10 up front. And they ask you for a $20 notary because you got to have a notary sign it. So you have to sign something from a notary. They actually have a physical location, and then you can do an online notary for $20. But I'm going to recommend that you do that so you have that address and get a different phone number, get a Google Voice number, get a different number. If you've already applied for EIDL loans and all these other things already, you need a new phone number. Okay? That's all I have to tell you, guys. This third program, everyone can do. And I'm doing this simply because I want everyone to get funding. This is the time now you want to get as much income as you can to restart your business, to reboost it going into 2021. This year is almost over. The mindset has to be, let me get seed money so I can restart the engine of my company so you can be a job creator, not a job getter. I'm not against people who get jobs, but if you're an entrepreneur and you're hearing this, you want to become a job creator. You want to help people get jobs. Sometimes it takes seed money, 20, 30, 50,000, 100,000 to get your business going where you can pay your employees and pay yourself something at the same time because, you know, you guys are self-employed, right? Hopefully this made some sense to you. Again, any one of these, let's just recap: the EIDL loan for up to $150K. You need a corporation that you have not filed with the SBA to get that. Number two, a shelf corporation funding program. That's on pause right now. It should be back up in about a month, and I'll keep you guys notified. When we get that up, you'll be the first to know about it. And number three, the DBA funding program. So technically, only 1 and 3 are available right now. The shelf corporation program will be available in the near future. If you guys hesitate, you won't get access to this money, okay? Do it now, because from what I'm hearing from the insiders at the SBA and some of my closest friends that do this all the time, they're saying by September 30th, they can rearrange some qualifications. So let's make it happen. You guys have been great. Again, like and subscribe and share this video, because we want everybody to make it. We want every one of you to have an opportunity to put money in your pocket for the benefit of your sphere of influence, for your business, for your company, so you can take those funds and multiply, create jobs, change the community. That's what this is all about. We have to be a team here. Together, everyone achieves more. No one is an island. You cannot do this by yourself. Okay, there have been so many people that have helped me with this to get myself funding and take those funds and expand and help be able to pay employees. And I want to help you. Act now, okay? Take care, guys, and I'll see you at the top. Take care.